Welcome back to Forged IDs, the game.
Hold on. These are completely legitimate. They just aren't mine. It's just another white guy with a shaved head and a cool stylistic thing that maybe is a scar, but maybe is just how I like to shave it, but tell people it's a scar so that they think I'm cool.
Do bald people, do they use soap or shampoo?
Dan! That kind of broke me. I was really like, oh shit, I don't know.
That's exactly, I was gonna comment on the fact that, like, you clearly broke.
I almost dropped the controller. I was like,
Even
whoa!
I almost broke too, and then I was like, you know, that's a good question.
I was thinking about that in the shower today.
You know what? Neither of us are
share
bald.
it.
I was actually shaved bald when I was like 8.
What did you do then?
I don't remember.
Oh no!
Because here's my thing, right?
Because I will
if
tell
you're
you,
bald,
it's pretty fucking bad, especially because it was Illinois in the winter.
don't you still have like the follicles or whatever? So would it be
you still have the
healthy to use
follicles.
shampoo, or would it just make more sense to just use soap?
Yeah, like if you use soap, do you get like really bad dandruff, but you don't have any hair, so your head is just white? Whoa.
I only thought about this, right, because I was like, man, if I just went bald, I wouldn't have to buy shampoo and just use this body wash I have, because your body is just skin. But then I thought, well, hold on, though, because, like, what if I have to still use shampoo? Do bald people use shampoo?
Well, you have to consider if you have a goatee at the time.
This series really does ask the big questions. Is it prostitution? Do bald people use shampoo or soap for their head? Is it a scar, or is it how he shaves? We'll never really know these answers. And I don't want anyone to tell me.
It's
I will remain in the dark.
Oh,
that was like one of those.
Way to live.
That was like one of those.
You're right. Sometimes you need a light to find the stuff you dropped.
Bro. That was like one of those moments where it really got to me, and I can't exactly tell why.
What a famous person who I don't remember said it is something about you don't have a right to your opinion. You have a right to an educated opinion. No one has a right to be ignorant.
You to understand, but please don't try to stop me.
I wish that were true, but people exercise that right.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
It's a good quote though. Let's go in there and find out. All right. So
my quote about opinions are that they're inherently wrong and rarely right.
That's why I go by facts only, and that's why my opinion happens to always be incorrect.
I have no opinion. This is where you end it.
It's my thoughts.
You keep up.
Nice guess,
you
dude.
keep up the facade. Yeah. I was looking right at Dan as I said that, and was like, "I'll just press X. I don't care."
And it worked.
Well, what do you know?
Sniper rifle damage, dude.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
can
need
use
it.
that.
I am going to need that. All right, this is the last leg of this mission, and then I have to do. Then I like the sort of like dialogue challenge you have for Garrus is pretty involved. There's a lot of outcomes to it, and I'm not entirely sure which ones end up well. I know one way. I know how to get him loyal, but it's like
That poor guy. There's a guy curve stomping him. What the fuck? They don't tolerate rats. Not in mech prison. The only thing I hate more than a thief is a rat.
I mean,
Schofield. Get him. Nice.
about a rat bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get this out.
For a second, I thought I was listening to the Uncharted soundtrack. I heard a dun dun.
Yeah, kind of. In places, it's quite similar. Might be the same guy, actually. I'd need to look that up. Not entirely sure.
there's this nifty, difty thing I can use.
Oh, well, if you're so inclined, my good friend.
I guessed the wrong.
How many? Oh, okay. I thought they were like dropping a bunch of robos on me, but
Robo-dobos.
that's not the case. Boink.
Oh man, he's already down. Who did that? Like electric thing.
That was Garrus. That was Overload. Pop, 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 pop.
Nice.
What are you gonna do now?
Jack Wall
Yeah, that's what I thought.
is Mass Effect 2, and then I'll look for
Jack Wall.
Uncharted.
You know, Uncharted's one of those
Greg
rare.
Edmondson. It's
Okay.
a different person.
Ah, dang. Uncharted's one of those series where I've actually played through to completion every single game within it. There are very few franchises
Wow.
where I can say that. Not even Persona.
I don't think there's a single franchise I could actually say that
I
about.
could say Sly Cooper until they released the 4th one, so thanks a lot for that. I guess I'll just have to play that one. Sucker Punch. It's not Sucker Punch on the 4th one. It was a different team, but they were a huge fan of the original trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Which is why people were very open to them. And like the demo they released, I remember playing the demo too, and I was like, whoa, and I was like, this is good gameplay.
I recall it being well received by many people.
So
if
I
recall.
will have to play that at some point.
Yeah.
The Sly franchise is easily one of my favorites.
Yeah, but are there any series where you guys would say you've played through every single game within its
I have to think about that.
within it? Because like
play
some
a
of them it's
lot of
quite difficult
RPGs.
because ones can be hard to obtain or they.
I will
just
say that
a
I
lot.
will do that with Sly, just not at the moment. I had it done before, but now I have to do it again.
Yeah.
Don't go up.
I don't think there's a single one.
Let's see.
Fire!
Where-
Come on, gang. We gotta solve this
There's not,
mystery.
because I assume the prerequisite for it is that it has more than one game in the series. So
yes,
no.
yes. Otherwise,
So no.
no, yeah.
Partially because Final Fantasy games, there's way too many. to
Oh
really
yeah,
do
there's a
that with.
bajillion. Like I love Zelda, but I definitely haven't played all the Zelda games, nor do I plan to. I've played most of them, but definitely not to completion.
There's 7 tactics ogre games, like ogre battle games, but I've only played 2 of them and only 1 of them to completion.
I'm trying to think of some other ones.
I think Legend of Dragoon was supposed to have a sequel, but never did.
I'm like
Or
completely
people want it.
blanking right now.
Yeah. How about Crash Bandicoot, Derek?
No.
No.
You can't really complete heroes.
Let's see. Oh.
I've played through almost every single Final Fantasy, never like to completion, but
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've started a lot of them.
which says a lot actually that it's like, oh, I'm a big fan of that franchise, but I've only completed like 5.
Well, it says
That's how I am
something.
with Legend of
I think it
Zelda,
says more about the games, though. Like
Yeah.
they're long. You know, those are games that
see,
last.
that's the thing too, is that I mostly play RPGs, so it's like one consumes enough time, really.
Yeah. All right, my controller is like buzzing, but I'm not getting hit. But it's making me think I am.
This is why you don't have that.
No, it's helpful, really. It's like it's an extra sensory thing if I'm not paying attention to the screen or have
Before
Can he
the-
seriously climb that?
Wow.
Garbage.
Before the PS4 one came out, Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, before the PS4 one came out.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, real. You gonna be
Star
like
Wars-
that?
The new Star Wars Battlefront doesn't really even have a story mode.
Oh shit, there are guys
so-
too.
It has a select few missions in it.
Oh, so then I guess that would count.
I'm in the danger zone right now. We're gonna see if this can get up there. Get
I
up
see
there.
Kenny Loggins.
Ah! Kenny Loggins is not a video game. I don't know if you're
You
aware.
didn't see Kenny Loggins? Oh, great! I had a visual hallucination.
You know, yeah, there was Kenny Loggins, and then they didn't do a sequel. They did a prequel called Kenny Loggins Origins, and I was like, could you be any more generic?
Wow, yeah, I don't think I've ever played through to completion.
I would be able to.
Especially 'cause there's a lot-
If I finished X or Moon yet, but I haven't. So
Yeah.
those are the only 2 Pokemon games
Oh.
I haven't beat.
Both
Which is-
the
Bioshock I had to play Infinite first before I could say that. And then there's just a few games where I'm just one behind
Uh-huh.
the series, and then I
Both-
would have finished. the
I realized
franchise.
actually both X-Men Legends games. I've played through and beaten both of those to completion.
Okay, there
There's
you
a
go.
third one on PS3 now.
No, they have Marvel Ultimate Alliance came out after that,
Oh, okay.
which is sort of a like,
Spiritual successor.
yeah. So I don't really count that, but I have played that and beaten it to completion.
Okay.
Smash Bros. If you count that, unlocking all the characters.
Sure, why not? There you go, Smash
I've
Bros.
actually
Seeing as
played through
our log cabin shared exclusively by the series that we played to completion is pretty barren right now. I think we can count
It's
Smash
just I'm
Brothers.
one game away for so many of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't think I can really
some other
get
ones
a
that
lot
would,
of
like-
ones.
And like some of them too, it's just like I could, if I just picked up the game and played it, and I was like, there, it's done.
Uh-huh.
It's
But you know
done,
what?
no more,
I
no
did-
longer.
You know what? 2 days ago I beat a game, alright? So I'm pretty happy. to the day, 4 years ago that I started. I had
Wow.
stopped playing. And then I picked it up and was like, wow, alright, I guess I'll beat this today, and I did.
Very nice, very nice.
I had to change my party.
After a long gap in, was it an RPG?
Yeah, it was Final Fantasy IV: The After Years. The game that apparently a lot of people didn't really want, but I liked more than the original.
I see.
I really like Final Fantasy
I'm not
IV, though.
I don't know why.
It's
I just
one of my
didn't
favorites.
really like it. And I don't know why, because I've heard, like, I've played through it for the most part, so I'm like, this is actually a really good story. So I don't know why I don't like it.
I like the story a lot. The music is probably one of my favorites in Final Fantasy.
And then I play, but the After Years is so goofy, and there's 24 playable party members, like, as a possibility, which is ridiculous. And apparently one of them I got to level 99, which is the max level.
At some point,
I was like,
wanna,
wow.
At some point, I want to play through the entire Disgaea franchise.
Yeah, we were trying to play through the third one at some point.
Yeah,
And that did not.
I love Disgaea.
Oh, man.
It's just one
Yeah,
of those
it
games
seems
that
so-
hits me in the right spot.
Me
where
too.
I'm like, this is just so crazy that it actually works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, I tried playing that game. It was just too much for me. Like, I can handle
You
the
gotta take it-
tactics.
You gotta take it one step at a time. That's like
Yeah.
the thing. Like, if you like try to like pick up the game and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna get all this big work done in one go. It's like, no. So what you do is you do a mission. You're like, all right, well, what worked? All right, well, I'm gonna focus on that a little bit more, and then I'm gonna throw in this guy into the mix. That would make
Yeah.
things pretty cool. And then you do that, and you're like, I'm gonna build on that. That's like, it's like trying to like build a house without even putting the foundation down. You're like,
Because
it's
I
gonna
think we
fail.
realized when we were playing through it, we kind of didn't make, like, I don't say that we made optimal choices, but I feel like every choice we made was not bad.
No, we made pretty good choices when playing through it.
And every thought for us was just, oh, this would be cool.
Yeah.
And then it worked out.
It
We were
worked
like,
out,
all right,
'cause we
that's
were
cool.
like, we have to make this work. Let's.
I think
it's like when people in Overwatch are like, can you not go this character? It's like, how about instead of yelling at one person, you just make it work because it's a team-based game, and you realize, this character's gonna do this. If I go from here, look at that. It doesn't even matter.
We can't all be DPS.
Good point.
Just tell us what we want to know.
Well, perhaps I stated it wrong, but my point was that when I started playing it, I got, what would it be, like an information overload. I'm like, this is an RPG. Oh gosh, I have to keep track of a lot, and that was just kind of turned off.
I'm like that a lot, Kevin. Like that's how I am when I get into an RPG. But it's still the same rule applies. One thing at a time, and then Disgaea is like super easy because everything's open to you the entire time. So like if you're like, I really don't want to basically evolve this character, you don't have to do it. And then at some point you can be like, all right, I feel like this is a good time, and then you learn how to do it like 15 hours into the game, and it's okay.
Opened my eyes. Now arrange a meeting.
That's all well and good, but when I turned it on, I was like, shit, I gotta learn a lot. I don't want to.
That's how I feel with Persona and learning how to fuse. I hate fusing in games. Fusing is probably my
annoying.
least favorite thing in an RPG that you can do.
Chance your identity may be compromised.
Where it's like, fuse this, and it's like, all right, Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't have so much a problem with it as much as I do with the Persona system of like,
Don't worry.
fuse
Got
it,
covered.
and it's random in what you get. That's what I don't like.
Sad.
So it's like, oh, hey, you could get this, but then you have to keep like changing it. You have to keep doing it. So it's like, all right, yeah, this is the combination I want now.
That's
Instead of
that's
just being
exactly
like,
what I was gonna
just
bring
gonna
up,
get
yeah.
to be like, oh, I just want this.
It
from
doesn't. It doesn't tell you a lot of the information. It's like it is random, and this is what baffles me. Is it's like it's random, but if you go back, then you get a new selection. So it's like, so it's not really random, is it? I just have to mess with this enough until you give me the things that I want. And it's
That's
like,
funny.
what? That's such a stupid design decision.
I guess it's
Yeah.
a lucky day.
No game's perfect.
You know what?
That way.
You know what? I think it's an amazing design system because they're on tarot cards.
Yeah, just kind of that way.
I think it makes sense.
That does make sense.
But then in the newer games, they let you pick the
Sedona's
abilities.
better be there.
That's stupid. Persona has really gone down the drain.
Of course,
Now this
yes.
this video was recorded before.
I mean, I don't know
5
about
has come out
5
in
yet.
America.
Yeah,
But I
I don't
will
know
say, what the heck?
In Q, they let you do that. It was like, okay, certain personas can inherit certain abilities.
Yeah, and look at Q.
Yeah, but that wasn't the thing that was wrong with it.
Oh
was-
yeah, Q had
what is-
Q had a much more glaringly obvious issue with the
don't-
game, the gameplay.
I don't know what other games do this, but I really liked this mechanic of you like invest items into shops, and shops have like a level, and each time they get new equipment, so then their equipment is always viable technically. And so it's like, I like that kind of mechanic because, like in a lot of RPGs, what happens is eventually you just find gear that's 1,000 times better than what you could buy. And that has always bothered me, because then by the end of the game, you just have all this money and nothing to do with it.
I think they kind of do that. There's this game called Darkest Dungeon where it's a dungeon crawling game, obviously, and whenever you come up from a dungeon, you can upgrade certain parts of the town and then put more effort into certain parts of the town in order to get better things from certain things. And I like that.
I like that aspect.
I like the aspect of like a character that's not just affecting their own story, but also affects the town that they're working from, because then it just adds customization.
Yeah, and it shows growth, and it actually gives you something to do with your money.
Yeah. Anytime in a game that I'm like, whoa, I made that school there, the children are learning,
I can get a
I
clear
did
shot
that.
from over there.
I'm a good guy.
Our game you can actually do that with, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What do you need me to do?
Keep him talking and don't get in my way.
Ugh.
I'll let you know when he's in my sights.
I've got
I'm
you.
gonna play this
mean-
as
So I know you're
I know you can do that in D&D, and we've done it,
much as
but
possible.
No, there's been a game, I can't remember the name of it, but there's been a few games I've played where you can put money into things and then build stuff for you.
well, I meant like a school.
Sim
it's a school.
City.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he pushes up his glasses with the middle finger. Clearly a sign of respect for my
Clearly
Ingenuity.
a sign of respect. No, yeah, a school. Schools aren't like this huge new thing. I feel like
Yeah.
it's been in an RPG somewhere before.
Persona 4, and let me tell you,
I mean,
good
Persona 3
game.
before that, and Persona 2, I think, before that.
Each one is set in a school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was saying before with the uncompleted game series, love Persona. 1 and 2 is very different. They're
Get this over with.
they're old.
You're in my shot.
They feel very old.
That's like the same thing with Fallout 1, 2, and then
Listen, Sedonis, I'm here to
Brotherhood,
help you.
Fallout Tactics.
Never say that name aloud.
Oh yeah, I've
And
heard of
then-
that game.
And then 3 came out, and people were like, "Whoa, what?"
I kind of want to play Fallout Tactics, mostly because you can have super mutants on your team.
Yeah.
Join the Brotherhood of Steel, because you're the Brotherhood of Steel the whole time.
I
I'm like,
have
that's
one.
awesome.
I have one friend who really, really loves 1 and 2 and like how they work. And he was actually disappointed when 3 came out, and he was like, "What is this? This is not my Fallout." And I was like, "It's a good game." He's like, "Yeah, but it's just not my Fallout."
I didn't have a choice.
Everyone has a choice.
Like that's not like I didn't know there were people that were like that much into.
Let me take the shot, Shepard. He's a damn coward.
I just want to hear the. I need the truth.
Save yourself.
Oh my god, he's this guy's an idiot. He just starts walking to the side. I could have just let Garrus shoot him.
I wake up every night, sick and sweating.
Wow, I've never actually. I don't think I've ever heard this
Faces
scene.
staring
Yeah,
at me.
haven't gone all the way through with this one.
I'm already a dead man. I don't sleep. Food is no.
I like the narrative implications if like
want it to be over.
something happens. Just give me the chance. I can't help you. Don't do it, Garrus. This is where it gets tough.
I like it when
Cause I think he's loyal even if he shoots him, but it's like I kind of like the if this was a TV show, where it's like, oh, you tried to save this guy the whole time, and then Sedonis is like, oh, thank you, Shepard. I'm gonna go live a better life. Shoom! Bullet through the head. He dies. Garrus is like, well, I feel kind of bad, but a little bit better, but a little bit of both. It's very gray. Dang. So
kind of-
the credits.
So kind of like if Black Lagoon was a little happier.
Everything is empty. That's the end.
And there you go. You've learned what Black Lagoon is in a nutshell.
It's your story, Kevin.
You do what you want, man.
Don't do it,
You have
Garrus.
to let it go, Garrus. He's already paying for his crime.
I only let you.
He hasn't paid enough.
We only advise
He still
you on
has his life.
romance.
Does he? Does he have his life?
There's nothing left to kill.
I don't know about
They
that.
deserved better.
Tell Garrus. I guess there's nothing I can say to make it right.
But
Just
I love him.
go. Tell him to go.
He's giving you a second chance, Adonis. Don't waste it.
I'll try, Garrus. I'll make it up to you somehow. Thank you.
Mass Effect 3, he comes back and gives Garrus a back rub.
Really? Wow.
Day made. Life saved.
Mass Effect 3 really knew where it was at.
Wow.
Yeah, but see, I don't know if this makes a whole lot of sense, because, like, everywhere else, Shepard's just like, I'll just kill anybody who's in my way. So him being like,
I know
Garrus,
you wanna
this
talk
guy did a
about
bad
this,
thing,
but I don't.
you're gonna kill him?
Not
That's wrong! I don't know if Shepard
Yeah.
exactly has the high ground, but that does make it more interesting.
I know it didn't go the way you planned.
You
I
can't
think it's
win,
okay.
Garrus. I have
But
the high
I
ground.
think he's doing it more because of he knows the psychological implications this
Oh, I
has
know
for
I did the right
Garrus.
thing, not just for me. For my men. They deserve to be avenged. But when Sidonis was in my sights, I just couldn't do it.
I like that you can just cut this off and just be like, whatever, man. I don't care about your
There was
thoughts.
still good in him. I could see it. So much easier to see the world in black and white. Gray. I don't know what to do with gray.
Well, I tell you.
Trust
Gray.
your heart. I hope he actually says it.
You've got to go with your instinct.
Damn it.
My instincts.
Instincts, heart, they're both located somewhere between your rib cage.
Thanks, Shepard.
Yeah, you have several of them you can donate.
Shepard,
Let's get going. Need some
Turian
distance from this
biology
place.
is different.
Really? You don't have instincts? I gotta tell you, it's pretty great.
No, Shepard.
You ever had a
Shep-
pig's instincts?
Shepard,
Pretty good deep fried.
Their heart.
I think you're, you know what, Shepard? You know what? You're right. Wow.
I forget every day he gets a little closer to Archer.
Incidentally, this glue tastes really good when it goes up my nose. Ah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Garrus, I'm glad that we can still be friends and also like each other.
Shepard as an idiot, just would make it such a bad game.
It really would.
I would be like, woo.
I mean, the real question is, what is his dump stat? Oh, I feel like he doesn't have one. Constitution, maybe.
Yeah, because he's dead.
Which is really, just a really,
He's a zombie.
which is the stat you never dump, Shepard. That's why he's died.
I dump Constitution all the time.
It's your life force, man.
Well, I don't exactly have spells, do I? I'm not a biotic. So I guess intelligence would be my...
Yeah, but he's not
Dump stat.
dumb.
well, yeah, but I guess because his other stats are so high in comparison,
Would it be
that would be
wisdom?
like the dump one.
Oh, it's the
No,
oh.
wisdom definitely no. He's a
Yeah.
very wise guy.
So he rolled. Okay, I see. So he rolled for his stats, and the lowest he rolled was like a 10,
Yeah,
basically. All right.
Definitely.
So he's like average, but he's not dumb. He's not dumb, but he's not the smartest.
I'd say like charisma and dexterity probably is highest.
Oh yeah, I can totally
So
see.
you can
that.
get that good aim.
That's how he can. Well, his insight's super high because he can read everybody's back of the neck.
Exactly.
I feel like wisdom might be his highest. Just 'cause it's
Exactly.
like, I get you.
Next time in the arcade, we continue the fish saga
Oh shit.
by going and doing
Enough
Thane's
about the
mission.
damn fish.
What are you talking about? That's a mission complete. Man.